Hello and welcome. You're watching our English news program on Somaliland National Television and I'm Waris Mohammed. These are the stories making headlines. Somaliland Minister of Information discusses recent tribal meeting held in Awdal region. Somaliland Minister of Finance talks about the President's recent trip. Violent protests mark Egyptian uprising anniversary. Minister of Information, Culture and National Guidance, speaking to the media at his office, spoke about a meeting dubbed as GOB Conference, where he sent a congratulations to Awdal's cultural leaders due to their efforts at preserving peace and sovereignty in Somaliland.
Minister Abdullahi Mohammed reiterated the government's support for the recent GOB Conference held in Awdal region and commended the cultural leaders for their increasing efforts at standing for the peace and progress of Somaliland. The minister also sent congratulations for all those cultural leaders and mentioned that peace and sovereignty of Somaliland is necessary to be preserved by all citizens. Minister of Information, Culture and National Guidance highlighted the government's commitment to taking the country forward by maintaining cooperation with cultural leaders and pledged to dedicate efforts to making sure that the country is socially and economically developed through the government's developmental platform.
Minister of Finance Abdulaziz Mohammed Samale, who was accompanying the President on his recent trip across Somaliland, discussed the developmental projects set to be initiated and the funds allocated by the Ministry of Finance.
Minister of Finance Abdulaziz Mohammed Samale, speaking at the press conference held at his office, he stated that Ministry of Finance allocated more funds to initiate developmental projects pledged by the President during his recent trip to the regions of Somaliland. The Minister stressed the underlying necessity of bolstering support for the ongoing and the prospective developmental projects aimed to take the country forward. Minister Abdulaziz Samale, speaking on the recent visit the President paid to several regions of Somaliland, reiterated that the President's visit was one of assessment and further understanding the situation in a number of key areas inhabited by Somaliland citizens to ensure continued peace and progress.
Sultan Ibrahim Sulub, one of Somaliland's prominent traditional leaders, praised the achievements of the Mayor of Hargeisa City regarding road renovations within the capital city. Sultan Ibrahim highlighted the numerous achievements made by the Mayor Abdurrahman Solteko during his time in office to improve the capital city, even in social aspects. He further explained that as the youngest mayor that was appointed for the capital city so far, Abdurrahman Solteko has fulfilled all of the terms and points required, in which he pledged to carry out when he was inaugurated, and that today he continues to show more dedication and commitment to his duties. Sultan Ibrahim urged the mayor of the capital to continue on improving where possible and continue on renovating roads inside the capital as one of the most crucial current issues in the city, while also keeping enthusiasm and dedication. You're still watching our English news program on Somaliland National Television, and now for the main international headlines. At least 17 people are known to have died in Cairo during violent clashes between protesters and security forces. 4 years on from the uprising that toppled Hosni Mubarak, and gunfire once again rang out in the Egyptian capital street. Tensions were already high after a woman activist was shot dead during a march on Saturday. An investigation has been launched into the death of Shayma Sabagh, who it's reported was shot in the face and back. Over 1,000 people marched in her funeral procession. Sunday's clashes were the bloodiest scene since Abdel Fattah al-Sisi was elected president after ousting elected Islamist President Mohamed Morsi. Since al-Sisi's election, the new Egyptian authorities have cracked down on political dissent, and there have been allegations of widespread human rights abuses, although al-Sisi has been praised by many Egyptians for restoring a measure of stability. The man of the moment, Alexis Tsipras, has swept to power in a landslide win in Greece. His Syriza party's anti-austerity message appears to have rang with the public fed up with 5 years of spending cuts and recession, and he gave his public more of the message of hope as he claimed victory. The mandate of the Greek people, your mandate, today cancels in an undisputed manner the memorandums of austerity and destruction. The mandate of the Greek people, your mandate, today cancels in an undisputed manner the memorandum of austerity and destruction. The mandate of the Greek people makes the Troika a thing of past in our common European framework, said Tsipras. As a punk anthem rang out, the Eurozone's first radical left leader took in the moment. But after the party, the hard work begins and will prove whether Tsipras will be savior or traitor to the nation who chose him to lead them out of austerity. That's all the news for now. Catch us tomorrow at the same time. Until then, take care.